Yes, for a time that really knocked stuffing out of Rafter. I mean, he had injury problems as well, but he went into reverse rapidly after that defeat. Took all the wind out of his sails. It was, what, 4th round? I've forgotten whether it was the Saturday night or the Sunday night match. I mean, huge television audience. And Agassi went on to win the title that year. Won in 3 very, very easy sets. Would you like half an hour, Pat, to explain what you were trying to do there?
And I think he just thought that Sampras was going to get a much better angle on it. So he was running big point and overran the ball. Too fast for his own good.
String together a few ground strokes like that.
Yes, a deliberate chipped return, and then providing that Sampras couldn't get much pace on it, and he wasn't going to because it was low, then being able to step in and play a very different sort of backhand on the next shot.
An opportunity, but Sampras crawling all over the net.
Yes, I think Rafter really was unlucky because Sampras actually didn't play a particularly good second volley there. The backhand volley was short, as it turned out. It was a very effective one, but I don't think intended by Sampras. Opportunities, though, you've just somehow got to try and take, because they don't often come against this sort of serving.
Oh, well play. And showing off with the hot dog as well. Back to juice.
Well, such a delicate point, almost an old-fashioned point, the sort of tennis that people used to see, but in today's power game you don't see much of. Good use of the soft, chipped slice backhand.
Two screamers on the backhand in this game from Rafter. The first across court, now down the line.
Yes, and making these returns, which are so important, when Sampras on that occasion got the first serve in. It's the ground stroking that tends to let Rafter down on these faster courts, so if he can hold it together, much better opportunity.
String has gone. Sampras breaks more strings than anybody else, at least that we see regularly. There may be one or two people in the lower reaches of the tour who we don't see on the televised courts too often.
Yes, I doubt it, because most of them would probably use synthetic, which doesn't break nearly as easily as the gut that Sampras uses. And to get a bit more feel with gut, more resilient, perhaps.
Not a tough game, that one. 2 break points. Sampras comes through. And it leads 4-3. We're on serve. First ace from the Australian.
Yes, been slightly out-aced, but certainly holding his serve a lot more easily than Sampras. That's what, 10 straight points on his serve. Sampras almost looking a little resigned.
Yes, 3 love service games in a row for Patrick Rafter. 5-all first set.
And I suppose really when the opposition gets on top of you in a game and it's quite as warm as it is, hot as it is, it's not warm, it's hot. And a bit of resignation does take place. Save the energy for your serve and hope to win an early point or two on the next of Rafter's serve.
Charging around almost like a wild buffalo at times, with the snorts coming out of his nose as he dashes forward.
Yeah, Sampras wisely, I think, staying back behind the second serve. He's not getting a lot of sting on it. And Rafter's been troubling him with these little slice backhand returns.
Too much time to think about what he was going to do there, I think. Never really made up his mind.
Well, he took a lot of pace off that serve. He was obviously keen to get in and play the volley before it got to his shoelaces.
So another chance for Rafter to break.
Well, he knows if he misses his first serve, Rafter's going to be in. So he knows really that if he stays back, he's got to come up with the passing shot.
Kenny kicks in the first serve.
Rafter really giving it his all, and as I was saying early on, it's really what you have to do when you get these opportunities. You've got to go at it hell for leather. You really almost want Sampras to take pace off his serve and play the kick serve.
So Rafter's had the chances to break, but hasn't been able to take them. And Sampras once again moves in front on serve, 6-5. Just thinking through, there's always been a slight doubt about Sampras in really hot conditions. One thinks back to last year against Alex Corretja at the US Open. Not that it was necessarily that hot, but we've seen him struggle physically. Rumours last autumn that he got a form of anemia, which he hotly denied, whereas I suppose for Rafter, who comes from the outback of Queensland, Mount Isa, 100 degrees is probably a chilly day.
Yes, I mean, Sampras comes from a warm part of the world, but it just so happens, as you say, that he does seem to have this problem. And I must admit, to me, he looks as if he's been coasting a bit here. It's been a very subdued performance by Sampras, and perhaps with that all in mind, and you know, just hoping to strike gold really with one shot, I suppose, with one opportunity. But Rafter really hasn't given him those opportunities. Rafter winning serve. Well, he's lost 4 points on his serve, Rafter. Sampras has lost 15, so there's no doubt who's ahead on serve, on points. But it's looking more and more like a tiebreak, isn't it? They've played 6 tiebreakers, these two. It's always been pretty close. So he's just hoping perhaps for that 1 or 2 points in the tiebreaker that may change it.
It's the very first meeting that Rafter won in Indianapolis in '93, 1-7-6, 6-7, 7-6.
Well, there you are.
Now it's 5-6 with the Australian to serve to try and force the tiebreak.
Not the first time that he's won the first point, but the first time that happened was the first game of the match when it went to deuce.
In a shot you really expect Sampras to make the running forehand pass. There's a flashing winner down the line.
Yes, I think his problem is he hasn't done enough. He hasn't got his spikes on. He's got his training shoes on.
There it looks as if he was moving into a higher gear until the last point, last stroke I should say. Beautiful depth on that volley.
Yes, as good a player as Sampras is, he definitely is not anywhere as good, say, as Edberg was on those rat-a-tat volleys and also on that sort of serve. Can't really handle it particularly well.